Hold on, come check out this tape. It's got the moment of Con's suffocation on it. Sure, it's a bit pixelated. Subtitles, because I was heartbroken, in tears. After a whole night, the intern wondered, what's David doing, awaiting death? Killer released the tape, confusing everyone. But I believed it held secrets. It was the last interview day. They were supposed to hand over $500,000 to the lawyer, but on the road, that mysterious hat guy was back at it, stalking them, caught in the act, and proof. I mentioned the tape, but the lawyer just shrugged, saying it was incomplete, like using a broken calculator in math class. Forced to leave, I went downstairs when the hat guy reappeared, urging the intern to follow. He sought his identity, dashed to jail, but the intern vanished in chaos. Luckily, David told him soon. Turns out he was right, a key member of the anti-death penalty group. That the guy was a little extreme, even confessed to drinking problems in court. This statement made I feel suspicious. David just continued to spill out more of this absurd tale. Poor Con with leukemia still farting for his dreams. Too bad all that hard work was for nothing, just watching his buddies drop like flies. It crushed him until that night, lying with David on the grass, he savored a brief peace. Con reflected on life's regrets, missed out on so many things. Marriage, being a mom, all those unsaid words. When David realized death was near, he gazed at his friend with bittersweet eyes, as if saying, long time no see, and they drew closer. Like long-lost friends reuniting, but just for a moment. Even the happiest moments can't cover up the shadow of despair. Next day, while Wright showed up at Con's house, David, napping in his car, was suddenly arrested for guess what? Con's gruesome death. Hearing this, I thought Wright was the real culprit. If only he could find that complete tape to clear David's name. The time was running short, less than 24 hours. Meanwhile, David seemed unfazed. At this point, who the killer was didn't matter. Saving him wouldn't bring back his son's memory, or his fatherly memories. That's what he longed for most. David told Bizai, we've spent our lives trying to dodge death, eating, creating, loving, praying, fighting, killing, but how much do we really know about death? No one comes back from the dead. But at some point, when our thoughts surpass our desires, we stop getting lost at subtitles, losing something vital. Maybe death is relief. 3 days of interviews done, David faces execution tomorrow. I felt utterly helpless, rewatching that incomplete tape box like it was a new season of his favorite show. Hoping for clues to save David, but when he woke up in the morning, lo and behold, on a discarded towel, ideas struck him like lightning. He told the intern to act like a TV, ready to recreate the crime scene. The tape showed suspicious marks. As he dug deeper, I felt a chilling suspicion. To test his theory, he decided to put himself in the hot seat, reenacting Con's death, and his conclusion was, Con committed suicide. That explained the neatly placed rubber gloves at the scene. Only housewives tidy up used things. The killer just tosses stuff, like assistants carelessly discarding towels at a hotel. Con wore gloves backward because he was afraid he'd rip the plastic off his head during a struggle and choke on the handcuff key to frame David forever. Subtitles, everyone thought David was the killer, but why did Con frame him? Only the dead knows. The intern couldn't wrap his head around why a die-hard anti-death penalty advocate would kill the innocent. That's when Bizai had an epiphany. Proving David was framed could expose the absurdity of the death penalty, pushing the governor to scrap this, and just so maybe Con, facing a terminal illness, was willing to sacrifice his friend David, recording that long clip as evidence. That could serve as David's only evidence to recount later. But if so, Con must have had a helper to send the tape out. The only helper they could think of was the cowboy stalking them. On the incident day, he was first to knock at Con's door, but Con refused to open. Maybe he was playing hide and seek with the neighbors. Meanwhile, the cowboy was just waiting for David's moment of reckoning. They arrived near the cowboy's place, sure there had to be crucial tapes hidden around. To snag the next tape, the intern had to cross into the cowboy's own, while Bizai snuck into the cowboy's house. But time was ticking, David's execution loomed near. Luckily, they found things pretty quickly. After some digging, Bizai found an envelope in a drawer addressed to a newspaper. He ripped it open and Volkarin signed a tape inside. With an electric excitement, he hit play, and there was Con. Con swallowed the handcuff key, donned the gloves, ripped off the foot restraints, and tossed the leftovers casually. Subsequently, he gagged with restraints, covered his head with a bag as Bizai predicted. It unfolded perfectly. Fast forward a few minutes, and the guy in cowboy gear walked up to Con, confirming they were in cahoots to frame David. Chu rushed from the cowboy's place, as he lurked nearby, silently watching. The cowboy looked eager for the truth to unfold, while outside the courthouse, protesters against the death penalty rallied like they were at a concert. When Bessie arrived at the execution site, she feared too late. David was executed, truth known. But at that moment, he felt powerless. All the efforts made to uncover the truth seemed wasted. Just like that, David was lost beneath the I'm the cowboy, and Con's plot succeeded as planned, but Bizai felt it wasn't that simple. The lawyer pocketed the easy $500,000 and was ready to bail on the city, while Bizai made the tape public for all to see.